up, what up, what up? It's your boy Phoenix. We here, man. The Krew Sports Talk. What's poppin', fellas? Everybody good?
You already know. Back in the building.
Back in the building, back in the house.
Good
What's
weekend.
going on?
Good weekend.
You right. Good weekend?
Yeah, man.
You sound like you had a great week. Whoa.
Oh, hello.
Worked out a little bit.
Oh, shit. You look like you had a seizure.
Worked out a little bit.
I'm about to put your ass outside. We ain't got no insurance for that.
Ooh.
You worked out a little bit, huh?
Just a little bit, just a little bit.
That's good, man. You got to keep your body healthy and all that. Burns, when the last time you seen the gym, Burns?
You know, I work out at home.
All right, and those French fries. And that carrot cake.
You know,
Okay, that's the best
push-ups and
workouts,
sit-ups.
though. That's the best workouts.
Yeah.
But, man, it's been a crazy NBA free agency. I think the dust has settled for all the big moves, right?
Yeah.
We just had a real big move a couple of days ago. I don't think some people did say they saw it coming, but I can't say I saw it coming. There was rumbles about it, right?
I did.
Quote unquote, the sources said that it was already in the works of Russell Westbrook coming.
Yeah.
So let's tell them. Tell them what trade we were talking about.
The Russell Westbrook trade.
Houston,
I mean,
OKC.
supposedly, they said this was in the works when Damian Lillard dropped that shot on them.
Tonight, working it down to 2-1, a deep three.
Oh! What?
Blazers win the series, a walk-off three from Lillard. Damian Lillard from way downtown.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Yo, Damian
He's
Lillard ended
killing.
the whole era
He killed the whole
in
fucking
OKC
shit. Paul
with
George
that bye-bye
Clippers.
wave he sent. Yo,
He
everybody
really-
said, yo, I'm out.
He really fucking waved bye-bye to him, too.
Wow.
Man, so Russell Westbrook gets
They got
traded
shooters.
from- shout out Hassan, right?
Nah, ain't no shout out.
This nigga here is
Good
wildin'.
riddance.
Good riddance for sure. We're going to talk about that, though. The Heat getting rid of Hassan. That's going to be another segment. But we're going to talk about that. Let's talk about this, though. Chris Paul gets traded from OKC to fucking...
Chris Paul gets traded from Houston to OKC.
I was just making sure y'all niggas was fucking paying attention.
Hey, what's in that cup?
Chill out. Don't worry about the cup. Don't worry about the cup.
Right.
So, Chris Paul goes from Houston to OKC. Russell Westbrook goes from OKC to Houston. And I think there's some draft picks that also goes from Houston to OKC, right?
Houston sent 2 draft picks and 2 pick swaps.
First round.
Yeah, so essentially that's 4 picks.
Damn.
Yeah. So Miami was in the picture. Pretty much
We
the
was
front runner.
For sure.
And, I mean, seeing what took to get Westbrook, I was not a fan of it.
Let's talk about it. I know there was an initial deal, and Miami took some people off, and then OKC said that they wanted more people, right?
Yes.
Tell me the players that you said that OKC wanted that Miami was like, nah, we can't do this.
So I was hearing that OKC wanted 3 young players, and the 3 young players they wanted was Bam, Tyler, and Justice Winslow, and with picks.
With picks.
With picks.
And they wanted all 3. I heard there was rumors that they only wanted 2 of the 3.
I heard they wanted all 3, but that was too
All
much.
3?
I heard all
Oh,
3.
my God.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, that was not happening.
Pat Riley said, no,
And
bro.
what
Hell no.
What did Houston give up?
They gave up. Well, the money matched. That's
It was-
why
it
they'll
was
give
a
up
money
4
match,
picks
so it
though.
worked out better
The
for
money
them.
matched like almost even. That was why. Yeah. So, but yeah, even though I was not giving them 4 picks.
No.
Nah, it's not happening. That's a lot. 4 picks.
No. I'm glad Pat Riley didn't pull that trigger.
Yeah. And he could barely shoot. He's a good defender, but I'm straight. No, thank you.
No. I'm glad Pat Riley didn't pull that move.
Yes.
So what were you guys thinking when you guys heard about that?
I was
was-
excited because I was happy.
Let's take it back. Let's rewind a little bit. Last week we were talking about Russell coming down to Miami. We were all excited about
I was warming up to the idea of him coming, yes.
So when Chris Paul he gets traded to the Rockets, were we like, fuck? Were we disappointed? What were your initial emotions coming out of
I mean, when I saw what OKC wanted for the whole Westbrook thing before the Chris Paul, I was like, man, that's too much.
that? That came out later.
Yeah. Oh, when I first heard it, I was a little disappointed because I would have liked to see Westbrook. But then later, when I saw what they wanted, I'm glad that we didn't pull that trigger. That was too much.
I think Pat Riley said it.
Yeah, that's the perfect answer.
Yeah.
What about you?
I was surprised at first because clearly I thought he was coming here. And then after that, sitting back, I was actually excited that he didn't come because I don't think it was too many question marks around him coming. What was it gonna take and all that? But initially, shocked but happy.
Were you because of the trade, not because of what the value of the trade, because the players you were giving up another draft pick, or did you not want Russell Westbrook in the league?
It's a little bit of both. The asking price was high, and it looked like Pat Riley was chasing relevancy instead of chasing a championship. Because that team we would have been a 3 seed.
You know, that's interesting that you say Pat Riley was chasing relevancy. Because you know they say that Pat Riley is not going to retire and get Martin back into
Mm-hmm.
that's like, oh shit, you know. So was he chasing his opportunity to retire?
I don't think that, because knowing him, he would have had those two and he still would probably not have been done, because he probably would have waited till 2021 to try to get something else and then probably start to look at retirement.
You didn't like the trades and you didn't feel like Russell fit in.
Not so much.
What about you?
I didn't like it either. I mean, I like Russell Westbrook, but that young team, those young players, I think it would have been too much, especially we don't know how Russell would have gelled with Jimmy, and we also know that Russell is getting older, and we know that he's had so many knee surgeries. So, I don't know.
You remember there was a time
Eddie Jones. Mm-hmm. And Brian Grant.
And Brian Grant, yeah. I remember that.
At that time, they were in their primes?
Yeah, I kind of think now you have a league where the guys are more controlling where they want to go, opposed to, the owners or the team representatives telling them.
We're not going to call them owners. We're going to call them team reps. That what we're doing?
Team reps.
All right.
It is obviously a huge difference for the NFL.
Why is that though? How is that? How is the NBA players have more power? How are they able to maneuver? How are they able to like actually make their own franchise teams? It's not because of is it because of the contracts?
I don't. As we can see, the contract doesn't really matter anymore. With Paul George, he was in a 4-year deal, and he just acts up to go up and out. I think this started from 2010 when LeBron made his decision on ESPN. When he made a decision and people stopped what they were doing and ESPN took their time out to have that segment, people sat back and was like, damn, this guy actually did this just to make a decision to go to one place? Like, we can do that?
Right.
So I think people sat back and looked at that and was like, man, maybe I can do this. But that's a select few players who were able to do that. Maybe it's maybe 15 players out of 430 players. So not everyone can do it. You have to be a select few.
That can decide their own future in terms of free agency?
And say, I want to go here, or I want to do this.
Right, because there's a lot of players that they can't be that choosy.
Not really. Who are you? You're going to go to the front office and say, I want to trade.
Well, I think it's also a difference, too. I think with the NFL, it's kind of like a slave mentality as far as the owners. Always look at NFL as niggas for lease league.
But I think it's a little harder because you have a team full of 52 players on the roster, 54 players on one roster, so one person gets hurt. Hey, next man up. Sorry.
Well, but
they're more replaceable.
But even
and that next man up is cheaper.
But if you look at the two leagues, you look at the NBA when you have topics like police brutality and stuff like that happen. You see how the NBA is more open to letting star athletes speak out about it, opposed to
no, you're right about
the
that.
NFL.
You remember the Heat when they had a little locker room thing? I think with the Trayvon situation, I think there was a picture with the whole team.
Yes, exactly. You have a whole bunch of different topics that are talked about on big platforms by big stars like Carmelo, like D Wade, like LeBron. When in the NFL, you're shunned upon. When you speak about certain things, these guys don't want you on the team. When you're quote unquote misbehaving or not doing what the owners want you to do,
control,
they get rid of you.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at the league. Look how. I mean, exactly. Yeah. Look how you have somebody that's clearly speaking about police brutality and things that are going on in African American communities, and he gets shunned for it. But that's. I mean, if you kind of look at it, you kind of have that when you have guys that speak out or they say certain things. they're getting rid of.
I guess the only
look at the
situation in basketball that you could compare that to like blackballing or getting him out of league is like we were talking about Chris Jackson, Raheem situation, when he said that he didn't want to pledge to the allegiance or something like that.
Yeah.
Stand up for the pledge of allegiance.
He changed his religion.
Right. And I think that was a big thing. I think that he got blackballed for that. I think that's the only situation I can remember.
And then I think that right there was still ahead of his time when he was doing it. I mean, because you even have, for example, the what's the lady, Rapinoe, the star for the soccer, the women's team.
Mm-hmm.
She clearly doesn't pledge for allegiance or say it. I watched all the games, and she has the right to do that. But yet, she still has her endorsements. She's still the captain of the team.
It's a different time.
Yeah, exactly. It's a different time. So,
Yeah. What about do you think also because basketball players are more visible face-wise, their brand is more known? Because football players, you have the helmet. They're always complaining about that too. They don't have the same marketing dollars as basketball players because they're not as seen.
Yeah. And I kind of think too, you have it with NBA is like you said, more connected to the urban, the hip hop, and is more connected than you will see football. And it's been like that for years. I mean, we saw that when you had Iverson coming in the league, wearing braids and
the long baggy
clothes, and all the long baggy clothes to the press conferences and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Right. And also, just look at basketball. LeBron's best friend, Rich Paul. LeBron basically has a free agent. He has a own agent. Yeah. LeBron owns that, doesn't he? He owns some of that. Is that? Can he do that? LeBron as a player, he can manage other players.
He doesn't manage it.
But he can own that. He can own a company that manages players.
I think his name is just behind it. But as of right now, they can't call him the owner. Yeah. Rich Paul is on.
But that's crazy too. I don't think you'll ever see that in a football situation.
Probably not.
Nah.
So is this good for the league, bad for the league? I think it's great for the players. But ultimately, let's take ourselves away from the players. Let's look at it from a grander scale.
I think it takes away from the league.
As an owner, why? Why do you feel that way?
Because if you look at it from back in the day in a different perspective, is when these guys just came in, they were like, I'm drafted for this team. I'm loyal to this team. Kind of how Russell Westbrook was. And they were like, they're going to stick it out no matter what, and they're going to give me this contract. I'm going to take this money no matter what because it's for the best team. It's for what the vision is. But now these players they regardless of the fact, they feel like they're empowerment. So now I could be here for 2 years, and if it's not working out, I'm going to bounce and go team up with my best friend here and try to make something else work out. And if this doesn't work out, hey, I can go somewhere else and do this. And I feel like it's not, I mean, it feels like a video game now because now these guys are just bouncing around and it's fun to watch. But as far as the league, I don't know. I feel like it's disintegrating a little bit. I don't know.
What do you think?
I don't know, man. I kind of think it goes with the times. Times change, and
millennials.
When the times change, you kind of have to go with it. As an owner,
I can relate.
You kind of got to take the good with the bad. You was doing what you wanted to do. Now times have changed.
You got to evolve with it.
So you have to evolve with it. I mean, that's just what it is. Every team has their times. Think about it. When was last? I mean, Milwaukee used to be trash. You could just beat up on them. They done came up. So that's just a part of it.
There's a lot of people forget how trash the Patriots were, dog.
Exactly.
They were fucking
that was like
trash.
That was like an exhibition game.
What?
That is true.
It's the time. The time changes, and that's just the way it is. So
it's like how Golden State people talk about Golden State. I don't think nobody they talk about him, but ain't nobody gonna talk about it as much anymore.
Yeah.
Golden State.
Yeah, times have changed. Everybody was talking about, Golden State's going. Golden State's going.
Just like that. Golden State was the fucking hot ticket for years, nigga.
Gone, just like that.
Just like that.
It happened.
What the
fuck? Everybody has their season, man. Who would have thought a Canadian basketball team would be the champions? I mean, it's what it is.
So who's the next Golden State? Who's that team that people are gonna be like, oh man, this might be the next dynasty?
I think everyone's pointing to LA.
Which LA?
The Lakers.
The Lakers.
But
I mean, they was already a dynasty.
That's just the popular.
I think so.
It was already a dynasty, though.
Right. That's the glitz. That's the the diamond.
I mean, if you look at it right now, if the Lakers don't do anything, they're already a dynasty.
Nah, for sure.
So.
Okay. You know what? You got something to say to that?
As far as to your question, I think the next Golden State, I want to say Brooklyn.
Might be.
KD and Kyrie and
more pieces added.
And
DeAndre. And then they got a couple pieces around.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Those young pieces.
Yeah.
And and that coaching
For
is
sure.
bad.
For sure. I like that. I like Brooklyn. You said that LA is already a dynasty. LA is known for having historic.
Lakers.
Yeah, for sure. Not the Clippers, nah. LA is known for having historic teams, dynasty teams. We have Showtime Lakers. We have Kareem Lakers. We have Wilt Lakers. Elgin Baylor, Jerry West, Kobe and Shaq. Now LeBron. Do you
AD.
see? Now you see AD. Different eras with great players in those eras. Do you see LeBron eventually being part of a LA Laker Mount Rushmore with all those great players that was part of those teams?
He needs at least, for me, 2 championships to get put in that category.
He gotta win 2,
He gotta
my
have
G.
2, at least 2,
One.
to get put in that category. Do
They'll
you know
talk
all
about
the
you,
legends
but
that
to
are
engrave your
on
face.
are on Mount Rushmore?
So there's 4. Mount Rushmore is 4 people.
Come on, man. Let's name all the legends that are the greats that have come out of all the greats that have come out of LA. So for you to be even considered,
Barack right
when
Yeah,
you
that's what
got
Brock said.
you got Kareem, you got Magic.
Who's your current Laker Mount Rushmore?
My current Laker Mount Rushmore, and I have to speak on my current. I can't speak on before my time because I didn't see them play. So I would have to put.
Oh man. All
I
right.
did it.
So that definitely throws in a screw wrench because you're
a
not
lot of-
considering Wilt, you're not considering Kareem.
I mean, that's just like this. A lot of people have conversations. We talk about sports. Sports, you can talk about it, even with numbers and facts. You can't disagree with it. But people, when you talk about who's the great, who's this,
So in boxing, if I ask you who's the greatest boxer of all time, Muhammad Ali is not in your conversation.
Yeah, you can't ask that now because kids ain't never watched Muhammad. They're gonna say
I mean,
Well,
Floyd.
talking
is
about-
it because I think if I would have asked you that before this episode, you would have said Muhammad Ali. But
don't-
because of
I
that
don't-
statement, you can't say Muhammad Ali.
not really. I've always been a believer that you hear about it. But for me,
You
I'm
have to
gonna
be in that
speak
time.
about
Nah, man, you see it though, man.
No. But
But-
even when people talk about Jay-Z being the greatest rapper, like if you didn't live through that Rockefeller blueprint
Exactly.
time,
I ain't lived through that shit.
it doesn't hit you the same.
But
Nah,
it's a different
it
era.
don't.
When you
They
talk
ain't never
about these,
touched me.
when you talk about these kids now, when you see these kids now, and they be like, "Oh, this guy is trash," or "I don't listen to this guy," and some of the older guys get upset about it. But at the same time, you have to respect that they didn't grow up on the same things. They didn't grow up on the Pacs and the Biggies
but
and the
then
Jay-Z's.
you gotta respect where it comes
but
from.
a lot of times,
because
but you can't speak on. Sometimes you can't speak on what you don't know.
And it might be easier to do your homework
you have
though
the
on
resources
music.
and tools now to go back and look
Right.
what the hell they're
You're not
talking about
looking
now.
at every
That's why,
every
like
game
this
consider
question-
albums.
That
This
might be
question
true,
about the
but-
boxers, I'm gonna say I've seen Floyd fight.
You won't even say Mike Tyson.
Damn, Mike is nice, but I'm gonna.
You
still-
can't say Mike.
Why not? I
'Cause-
was around for that.
Which Mike did you see?
What you mean, which Mike?
Which Mike did you see though?
I seen the crazy Mike.
But he's
The
always
tattoo
been
on
crazy.
his face, Mike.
Yeah, but the real Mike was before.
Before all that shit.
Yeah. I know which one you talking about, like knocking niggas out in like the first round, couple of seconds. Like
Boy,
shit.
but I know as far as fighting, I'm still gonna go with Muhammad.
See, but you didn't see him though.
But I know that motherfucker there.
All right. So with that being said, let's go for Mount Rushmore. 4 players, Mount Rushmore. L.A. Lakers, Mount Rushmore. We need 4 players. All
Magic-
time.
Magic of all time, or of my what I've seen.
No. This is your stats. L.A. Lakers. Because if they gonna cuss people out, they gonna cuss you out. They not gonna cuss me out.
Cuss me out. Shaq, Kobe, Magic.
Because you're doing a real disservice to this list by not adding a lot of the players.
But see, that's the thing. It's
Will,
so-
how do you not add Will? How do you not add Kareem?
But see,
How
that's
do you
why-
not
but
add
see,
Elgin
that's why-
Baylor,
listen, but
Jerry
that's-
West? He's
but
on the logo.
listen, but that's why I say I feel like it's a generation thing. If you ask all the kids now, who's the GOAT, who's the greatest? They're gonna say LeBron. That's the era they grew up on. I'm gonna say Jordan. I went to the arena
And
I
there's-
saw him play.
There's an era
I
that,
can't-
right after you guys gonna say Kobe,
If you ask my grandmother, you know what she's gonna talk about?
Oscar
The
Robertson.
Iceman. She's
George
gonna talk
Gervin.
about the
Julius
Big O.
Erving.
She's gonna talk about Pistol Pete. All those guys. That's not my era.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. And it's not no disrespect to the Lakers. We know they have greats.
Yeah.
I've heard about them. But it's also a difference. Can I go on YouTube and let me YouTube? That's also a difference, too. I didn't see these guys. Respect them. I hear about it. I got elders that talk about it all the time. I wear the jerseys. Old guys, hey, what do you know about this guy? What do you know about that? That's a different era for me. So it's always a debatable topic.
Yeah. So you still needed one more. Are you already throwing LeBron in there?
No.
Lamar Odom?
No.
Paul Gasol?
No.
Ron Artest?
Michael Beasley.
Smush Parker?
Eddie Jones.
Tyronn Lue.
Oh man. He's gonna be on a statue outside
Oh, you
arena.
talking about
but
Kwame Brown.
Oh, that's who you talking about.
I got you.
Brendan Hayward? Not Brendan Hayward.
Shannon Brown.
Oh shit.
Yo, boys, jumping out the gym.
What's the nigga that
Oh, Sasha Vujacic.
They had some names.
Vlade
So
Divac.
who is it? Give me 4.
I don't have 4.
Robert Horry.
Give me your 4.
I
Give me your 4.
I didn't.
My 4. I mean, not seeing anything. I'm just gonna go what if I know. Jerry West. I got convinced outside to throw in Magic Johnson.
Convinced you got to.
Yeah, I totally forgot about him. Kareem, Wilt Stilt,
Who do you kick out?
and Shaq.
So
Shaq's
Kobe.
not-
Okay, you.
What do you?
I can't put. You see it so many people. Oh, and
You
I
didn't
put
put in
5
Magic?
instead of 4.
You
Yeah.
didn't put it in Magic.
I
Nah,
did
he
say
put in
You
Magic.
put it in Magic.
Yeah, but see, and I put 5 instead of 4, and I still forgot about
Well,
Kobe.
that's what I'm saying.
My-
There's so many greats.
Nah, for sure. My 4, Kareem. I don't put Wilt just because of the fact I think a lot of Wilt shit was done in Philly, not at the Lakers.
Okay.
Even though Kareem was in Milwaukee,
Still got a ring there though.
yeah, but I don't know. I think Kareem had a better Laker.
Nah, he did. He had a bigger
Laker,
impact.
yeah. Kareem, Magic, Kobe, Shaq. That's my Mount Rushmore.
No Smush Parker.
Nah, he was so close. If niggas chiseling in other spots, it's gonna be a Smush Parker.
But
Let's
why
bring
does it
it.
have to be only 4 of them Mount Rushmore? Why the hell?
I'm saying if you put up the picture
Ask
on
them
Mount
niggas.
Rushmore,
It says
it's
4.
another spot on the side of the mountain to put a 5th space.
Hey man, it's
Hey,
2019.
they-
You could build a whole damn wall.
They saving it for Barack.
Holograms.
When you know
All
that
right.
time, they're gonna put Barack up there. They got
Yeah,
you.
right. Them crackers
probably
gonna
be
revolt.
Donald
Let
Trump.
me ask you a question. Let's bring it back home a little bit. Last question of the night. Mount Rushmore for Miami Heat all-time players. Who do we put up?
Ooh.
I got mine already. Tim Hardaway, Alonzo Mourning,
It's
Shaq,
not
and the
just
Wayne.
always the points and the pizzazz and all that. You talking about somebody that been there from the foundation. You talking about somebody born and raised in Miami.
Hello.
You know,
All right.
you know,
You know what? If we're making a Mount Rushmore for Miami sports, definitely. But just the Heat, I don't know. I don't know if I would put Haslem. Close 5. But I don't see where I would put Haslem over Timmy, Azole, Wade, and Shaq.
no, I didn't say I would put him over Wade. I ain't say I would put him over Shaq.
Somebody has to go. You would put him over Timmy.
I'll put him over Timmy.
But you know what? Udonis, when you say Miami, you think of Udonis.
That's
You don't think of
synonymous.
Timmy? I mean, you do, but like you.
Listen,
You don't have.
listen.
He has the whole state of Florida on his back.
That's synonymous from being born and raised in Miami, going to school in Gainesville,
in the still stay
playing
state.
overseas, getting
Come
a chance
on.
to come here.
Come
Not
back.
only that, how many times has this dude took
You know
pay
what? There's
cuts
probably a
and pay
lot of
cuts
of Miami fans will be like, "Fuck
stay
yeah,
here.
you got to put that nigga on the Rushmore,
They might
right?"
put him
How would you
first.
not? And I'm talking about diehard Miami fans.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about y'all ones that just got here when LeBron came.
I
I'm
know
talking about ones.
bandwagoners.
I'm talking about Miami fans that was here
Since day
when they was
one.
at the Miami Arena where they just had a skating jams at. Well, courtside seats would be $60. Those are Heat fans I'm
That
talking
was
about.
a little before my time.
Sherman
I
Douglas.
I started in 03.
Sherman Douglas, Grant Long.
Ronnie Cycli.
I started in
those,
02.
Ron Ronstein is
02?
the head coach. Those are Heat fans I'm talking about, not y'all bandwagoners.
Ron Cycli, okay, yeah. Tony
Yeah.
Ferrantino,
Yeah, Grant
Yeah, man.
Long,
Ron Ronstein.
Sherman
head coach.
Douglas.
yeah, okay.
Nah, for sure. But that's what it is.
You're welcome.